Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Fire Red. Now we're in the Vermilion City gym, and we beat all the trainers, so we're gonna figure out this puzzle. So basically what you have to do is go around until you find a trash can that says there's a switch in here. So, okay, we found one. So now you have to randomly pick crap, I did not mean to click on that. I have to start over. Okay, when you find okay, I found one on the first try. You gotta pick any one that's beside it in any way. So, either one to the left, to the right, above it, below it, or diagonal in any way. So you just, okay, so now I have to find any one. Okay, I found it. So just randomly pick any one that's around the one that you picked first. And once you choose that one, the second one, the door will open. So we were fighting this guy, Lieutenant Surge. He's telling me about how his electric Pokemon saved him during the war, which really makes absolutely no sense because they don't really use Pokemon in the war, do they? But whatever. His first Pokemon is Voltorb, and it knows the moves Tackle, Screech, Shockwave, and Sonic Boom. And it is level 21. So basically just use any kind of attack on it, but Ground type would be the best. And Sonic Boom automatically does 20, I'm pretty sure I told you that already. But anyway, his Voltorb wasn't a problem at all. And his second Pokemon is even easier. Alright, making it up to level 21. And it learns Focus Energy, but I don't want to teach it to it. All it does is increase the chance of a critical hit on the next turn. But I don't want it. And his second Pokemon is even easier, level 18 Pikachu. I mean, that's horrible. But anyway, it knows Double Team, Quick Attack, Thunder Wave, and Shockwave. But it didn't even get to use anything because that one Mega Punch killed it in one shot. Okay, but his third Pokemon is going to be the hardest. Not for me because I have a great typing advantage against it in Ground. But it is a Raichu, which is the evolved form of Pikachu, and it is at level 24. And it knows the moves Shockwave, Thunder Wave, Quick Attack, and Double Team. So the exact same as Pikachu. But any ground type will do the most, and a rock type I guess would work too. But if you're having a problem with this, just keep watching the video and I'll show you where you can get a great Pokemon to beat these things. But for now, that was an extremely easy battle if you have the right Pokemon. So we beat Lieutenant Surge, and he gives us the Thunder Badge. Pretty clever name, huh? But anyway, it also lets you use Fly outside of battle, and it gives you TM34, which is an extremely helpful move called Shockwave. And I'm actually going to teach it to Pikachu because it is stronger than Thunderbolt. No, Thunder Shock. I probably say Thunderbolt a lot, but I mean Thunder Shock. And it has 60 base power, while Thunder Shock only has 40. So I'm going to replace Thunder Shock with Thunderbolt. Wait, okay, forget that. I'm gonna replace Thunder Shock with Shockwave. And because I don't need two electric type moves, since neither of them have low PP, so it really doesn't matter. So we learned Shockwave, so I'm going to be using that a lot on water types and flying types and stuff. So now we can leave the gym, and we got our third gym badge. What? I just cut this tree down and it grew back. Stupid little tree. Where did it come from? Whatever, that doesn't really matter. So if you go up here, you'll notice this guy dressed in lab coat. He is one of Professor Oak's aides, and he tells you that another one of his aides is looking for him in Route 2, so we're going to head up there in a second. But before you go up there, he just magically disappeared now. But you're going to want to have owned 10 Pokemon, and I've owned 8. So I went in the routes above, and I found a Pidgey, so I'm going to go ahead and catch it. Alright, so that's 9 Pokemon that we've caught. Now this is all above the route I was just in. So, you can go up there and just find a random Pokemon. And the second one is the Meowth. And I'm going to catch that too. Because you need 10 Pokemon to get this prize. So, just catch some random ones. You can just walk around randomly. It's really not that hard to find 10. You should already have at least 5. So okay, so now we're back in Vermilion City. I'm gonna heal up real quick. And now we're gonna go to that place that I told you that you could find a great Pokemon to fight against Lieutenant Surge's Raichu if you need one, and it's right in here. The Diglett's Cave. I wonder what you find in here. But I'm gonna switch Bowser up to the beginning because he has a water type move, so in case I do run into a Pokemon that I need to kill, I can kill it. But anyway, there's a bunch of Digletts in here, which is the easiest one to find. You can use those to kill Lieutenant Surge, but what I recommend more is searching around until you find a Dugtrio. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Dugtrio, when you find them in here, are level 29. So that's stronger than any of my Pokemon. But I already have a ground type, so I don't need it. But it's really a useful place if you need a Pokemon to beat Lieutenant Surge. Because as you see, that Dig Attack did... it beat it in one shot, so a ground type would be great against it. So now we're in Route 2, and if you realize, this is where we were right before we went into Cerulean City. So we've been here before, we just couldn't get to this side because we didn't have Cut. And up here is what is something interesting. You can give this guy an Abra for Mr. Mime. And this is the only place in the game you can get a Mr. Mime, and they're actually pretty strong. They're a Psychic type. So if you want to use it, it's a good Pokemon for your team. One bad thing is that it's named Mimen, M-I-M-E-N, which is a really weird name and you can't change it. But other than that, it's not that bad. Alright, so here's the aid that the other guy was talking about. And he says if you've caught 10 Pokemon, he'll give you a reward. And yes, I have. So he gives you HM05, which is Flash. And yeah, we just went right from 1 to 5. But we're going to need that to get through some tunnels. So I'm going to go ahead and teach it to Oddish, because any grass type or electric type can learn it, and a lot of others can too, but that's what I know can learn it. It does absolutely no damage. I'm not even sure what it does do in battle, but it's not a good battle move, I know that. So there are a couple items down here that we can pick up. The first one is an Ether, or Ether, I don't know. And that'll come in extremely handy when we fight the Elite Four. And a Paralysis heal. And that's all down here. You could go into that grass and search for some Pokemon, but I'm not going to. So, now we just have to go... oh, we gotta cut this tree down even though I just cut it down. So... now we have to go back through the Diglett's Cave. So maybe I'll run into a Dugtrio and show you, but if not, it's really... I'll show you a Diglett, at least, just for the sake of showing it. So, I got pretty far without spraying a Repel, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so here's the Diglett. If you just absolutely can't find a Dugtrio, you can always catch a Diglett and train it up a little bit. And their ability is Arena Trap, makes you unable to run away, so I'll just kill it. And yeah, as I was saying, if you just really need a Pokemon to beat it and you can't find a Dugtrio, just catch a Diglett and train it up. And then you won't have any problem with Lieutenant Surge. It's actually really easy. He's nothing compared to Misty. So anyway, now we're out of this. Now we're out of this tunnel. So yeah, until next time. See you later.